Alright guys, welcome back to episode number 3 of my Hearthstone Let's Play series. If you guys missed the first two episodes, episode 1 was a tutorial. We went through playing the first couple matches. Episode 2 we unlocked half of the heroes, and on today's episode we're going to finish off unlocking the rest, and it's probably going to eat up most of the episode. But I hope you guys are like understanding this game and kind of learning it as you go. Again, like I said before, I'm not a pro. In fact, I'm arguably okay at it. So, I'm learning as I go. We're going to learn how to play this game together. So, this hand, it's not bad. I mean, like, it's pretty good. The polymorph, swap that out. Everything else is pretty good, though. Arcane Intellect isn't the best card to have early on. You kind of want to get it a little bit later, because drawing cards early on doesn't really help your early game that much. We're just gonna pass our turn. We're not gonna use the coin for nothing.
One shot.
Ooh, Elven Archer. I think we're gonna play the Raptor because I don't think he has anything that can deal 1 damage. So he's gonna be forced to either attack the Raptor or go to the face. So we're gonna play the Raptor. But like I said, I don't think he has. Okay, so he plays a 2/2 with taunt. This sets up our arcane missiles actually pretty good, so I can play this. We could also draw 2 cards, which would not help our early game. Again, remember you want to have board control. Or we could play a Shattered Sun Cleric and bring him to a 4/2, which doesn't really help because we could swing into that, but then he only has 1 damage, you can just kill with a 1/1. So we're gonna play arcane missile, see what we hit. Okay, so that wasn't the best. I kind of would preferred something else, but at this point, I think we are going to do the buff this up to a 4/3. We're going to take the 2 damage. That brings him down to 1 damage, but at least he's on the field and we have a 3/2 just in case as well. And he chooses to do nothing. Okay. Damage. Play the taunt to protect our guys since they are weak. You could play the Yeti in that case too. Yeti's great, but I like to have the taunt just to protect these weak guys. Especially the 4/1, which we can now trade for the 1/1. Or we could even attack with a 3/1. The only issue with that is that brings these guys both down to 1 health. I mean, it keeps them alive, but I don't know. It might be the right thing to do, though. Or we could attack with this guy. Actually, we might do that. Keep those guys strong. If he does have board wipe, I don't want to play this. Well, he might have Holy. If he does play Holy Nova, though, we do keep 2 guys that stay alive. So I mean, like, if he does board wipe, it will suck for us, but at least we'll still have control. Okay, so he plays the Berserker and a Voodoo Doctor. Nothing major. I think 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna swing with this guy. Actually, what we should have did is I should have played a Frostwolf first before I kill my guys, because that's what I was planning on playing. But we might do this a little differently now. Actually, no, we're gonna play this now. I should have played this before I attacked though, because then it would have gave me the extra buff. But it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Push forward.
Those 2 and that. We got a nice big juicy 8/8 here. He plays another Berserker. I think we're just gonna go for a face. Try to win. How much damage? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna beat that guy up. And we're just gonna straight to the face because we can push for damage so we kill him next turn, so we can ignore this guy. Not a big threat, especially if it's 2/7. So he's gonna play a taunt, he's gonna swing in. Okay. It's funny you put that on that instead of the taunt. Not like it'd matter anyways, already won. But we got the priest. I don't think I explained it, but the priest's hero ability is to heal 2 damage for 2 mana. Heal 2 damage to a character or minion, so you can play it on your hero, or you can play it on a minion. You can also play it on the enemy's minions or heroes too, so Not that you'd ever really want to put it on an enemy's hero, but there are cases where you might want to heal an enemy's minion. So we're gonna move on to the rogue. Rogue is actually one of my favorite classes too. I forgot to mention that. I think, like I think I mentioned in one of the other videos of what my favorite hero class is. I think it actually would be rogue. I like rogues. They're a pain in the ass to play against too. We'll keep the arcane missiles for the other two away because they're. We got it back. Maybe I get rid of one of the arcane missiles. They don't really need two. We'll keep it in here in the basic deck because it doesn't really matter against the AI. But the rogue's hero ability is to equip the 1/2 dagger. Pretty good ability. It synergizes really good with the deck. Again, we can't play nothing, so we might as well draw cards. Rare instances. We could play a 6 Swampus and get rid of its weapon, but since it's only the knife, it's his hero ability, we won't use it. The rogue does have some other weapons that are really good, so maybe we'll save it for its good weapons instead. I think we're just gonna play the Yeti. The big beefy Yeti. Oh, he would swing. He's gonna swing. So like again, you never want to do that when you're actually playing. You don't want to swing into something unless you're gonna kill it usually. It gives your hero unneeded damage. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. Then I can play the Shield Master. Protect the Yeti. He only has 2 health. I want to put that guy up with a taunt. He's gonna have to swing into the. Oh, okay. He's gonna assassinate. Basically, for 5 mana, it kills any creature. Destroy enemy minion. It's a good card. It's a little expensive, but it is good in a sense. Pretty good card. Yeah, we'll play the Org. So if you can't play this, the Org, we win next turn by default. See, now that it's a 3/2, we could arguably use the 6 Swampus, especially since we have 2 to destroy that weapon. But we're going to actually just shoot at his face because I think we have lethal. Yep. So we do 6 damage to his face here, and ping 1. That's GG. You're no match for me, rogue. Frost Nova being a freeze mage deck. I think we're going up against the paladin next. I like paladins. Paladins are a good solid class. You have some pretty good cards. And its hero ability is not that bad either. Get rid of all these cards, they're too expensive. You could keep the Shield Master because we have the coin, but I kind of want some early game since I have no creatures. These Acidic Swampus we're going to save because the Paladin does have weapons. It's got some really good weapons actually. We can't play nothing, so we're just past turn. So his ability is for 2 mana he can summon a 1/1, so it's pretty good. But our ability kind of offsets that, so since we can't play nothing, we're not going to waste a card, we're just going to ping it. And he casts it again. So I think we're just going to mimic our last turn? Yep. We got nothing but spells here. We actually have a lot of damage. 6, 12. Yeah, we got a lot of damage right there. Wow, another one. Shoot. Just freeze it and ping it. Not the best use, but we got nothing here. So. Finally got something, creature. I think we're gonna play the arcane missiles because if we can hit this, yeah, which we did. All right, clear the board. Just focus on clearing the board since we got nothing to play. Wow. Okay, so we have 2 of these. I can play one of these now. We're gonna use arcane missiles again. Hopefully hit it. Hit it. Yes. And we can afford to play a 6 Swampus since we already have one. We can afford to throw one away. Storm Champion. We could polymorph it. So the issue here is we could polymorph it or we could fireball it. I kind of like to keep the polymorph because this thing can get rid of anything. Meanwhile, this can only do 6 damage. I mean, it's nice to do the damage to the face thing, but we're just gonna do this. Ping him for 1.
Reporting for duty.
They'll never know what hit them.
Is strong champion. 4. Trade the 6 Swampoos for his creature since it's good value. Okay.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, we'll do that. He'll play that, get rid of his weapon. I mean, that's not a great weapon, I mean, but I don't think he has the other weapon that's really good, so we'll just play something on the board.
The gates are open.
Go to the arena. We might play Arcane Intellect just to draw some cards. Alright. I think we're gonna fireball this, and then I'll use the coin, get the Shield Master, and we'll just kill the 2/2. We could have went for the face too. That would have been a good move. 6/6 isn't.
Reporting for duty.
Alright. I think we're just gonna polymorph that. Ping it for 4. For the face. Cast an Mr. Mentor. At this point we can just keep pushing damage because he's got nothing. I actually like the Commando. It's actually not a bad card. It's not a bad basic card. If you got no cards to put in. You could have put that in our deck, no problems. So I don't think we came across Divine Shields. Divine Shield basically, what Divine Shield does is, it's kind of like a bubble. Like if you're familiar with playing World of Warcraft, and the first time this minion takes damage, ignore it. So it's kind of like a temporary shield. So if he has a 4/2, if I swing into this, if I swing in with him with anything, even something that's going to kill him, it doesn't take any damage. But then it goes away after. It only has 1 use. So I can like use my hero ability, ping it. Now his shield's gone. So that's the way that works. Just go straight for the face here. The Divine Shield can cause problems. It is a good tactic, and Paladin has a couple good cards that utilize it. Any deck can really use it though, because there are common cards that all decks can use. But the Paladin does have a couple that are specifically for it. It's like its class main thing. And that's a GG for the Paladin. So we got the mage up to level 7. I think it's level... I can't remember what level it is, but you get Flame Strike, which is a staple in most mage decks. It's the best AoE in the game. What it does is it does 4 damage to all enemy creatures or minions for 7 damage. It's a great card. It's something you learn to watch out for as you play. So we could keep one of these cards. We might keep the Yeti, because we're most likely to draw something for the early game here. Maybe not. The Warlock's ability is pretty cool. What it does is draw a card and take 2 damage. So it's pretty good ability. It's very popular aggro deck. A lot of people utilize the Warlock for aggro. There's a really popular deck on the ladder called Zoo, which is get as many low costing minions as you can on the field, deal damage, and keep restoring your cards with life tap. And it works really well. Really popular. that worked out good. We could have just passed the turn or just ping it, but in this case we'll just ping it because, yeah, get rid of the 3-1. Okay, so he's gonna take 2 damage, and we'll play our Yeti. Something big on the board, beefy. We're pretty much ahead at this point. We're just gonna drop a bunch of creatures down. Gotta overwhelm them. He might have Hellfire? No, it doesn't look like he does. I think we're just going to Frostbolt his Yeti. Ping his Voodoo Doctor. Oh wait, whoops. I used the wrong spell right there. Oh well. Not a big deal. Not the end of the world. I meant to use Frostbolt there instead of the Polymorph. But I think we already pushed enough damage that we should be able to win anyways. And he's life tapping, so let's go strictly for damage here. That's all we really need is a Firebolt or something to win us the match. Probably would have been better to draw cards first before you play cards, so that I can, like, if let's say if I draw something that's better than the play I just made, I could have did that, but the worst thing. Just flood the board again. All we gotta do is 4 damage, which we should be able to do. And it looks like, yeah, we got it. That's GG. We unlocked all the all the basic heroes, so we should get 100 gold. And now we can play as, yeah, 100 gold. So we got 100 gold. We can play as all the heroes now, and we got Water Elemental, which is a great card, really good card.
You've unlocked expert level.
So I think at this point, I'm just gonna check and see if we can play Naxus now.
Head to the store.
Yes, we can. I think. Oh. Yes, we can. We can play Naxus. So it's still free. So if you guys are watching this video this time, hop on this game and play the first quarter free, because I think they said it's free for the first month. Normally you'd have to pay for them or buy them with gold. It is 700 gold. Wow. It's crazy. But yeah, get back here. We are going to, I guess we could just buy a pack, right? Yeah, I think we're just gonna buy a pack with the 100 gold we just got. So the way packs work is you can pay money for them, like I said, or you can buy one for 100 gold. We're just gonna, what's this thing? Cards. Okay, we're just gonna buy the pack. Open her up. Okay, well, not the best for what we need. I think we're gonna make a rogue. I think I'm gonna go with the rogue. Even though mage is pretty good to go with, especially since I locked all the cards. I actually think we're gonna make a quick mage. There's another deck I want to get. I think you get a pack for playing one game in game mode. I think we're just gonna make a quick mage deck here and then play a game mode. And I think if we lose, we still get the pack. So whoops. Don't use the auto select card suggestion thing. It's not good. Fireball or intellect. We'll play a frostbolt. We'll put 2 of those in there. Put, I think, 1 polymorph for throw in 2 water elementals. 6 swamp ooze is great. I think we'll put the raptors in too. Put that in there. Emperor Cope is not too bad, but Eddies are good. That's good. We could put the Berserker because we can ping it to get it. It works pretty good. Yeah, you know, we'll throw that in there. And what do I have? 2 more cards left? How's my curve looking? Might need another 3 drop or 2. We'll throw the hunters in there, I think. A couple 4-drops. I'm gonna take one of the Shield Masters out. I don't know. Hard to say. We put a... No. I don't know. This is a toughie. I think we're just gonna throw in... We'll put the Shield Master back in. We'll kind of focus more on a... Or you know what? Put the Inventor in. Why not? We'll play a basic... I think we get a free arena draft, don't we too? Just want to check this really quick.
You're new here. Let me
Yeah, it's free for the first time. We'll do that in another episode. And I'm not really good at arena, so we're gonna wait. We'll play one casual match. And like I said, we should get a pack for that. I think we quit actually and even get it. I'm not sure. We'll play it to the end just in case if it does do something weird like that. So we're actually playing against a real person. So. And we're not playing ranked, so we're just getting against a random person. So you could have a really good deck.
You asked for it. My magic will tear you
This hand is
apart.
terrible, by the way. Especially if we're going first. We want lower costing cards. It is kind of, the deck is a little bit on the higher end, so a little bit better. Not great, but a little bit better. We'll pass our turn. We got nothing to play. We're probably going to get stomped on pretty hard here, but see what happens.
One shot.
Elven Archer, eh? So, off the bat, I think it's safe to assume this guy isn't the best player because nobody would ever do that. Play that on our turn 1 and deal 1 damage to hero. I don't think anybody would ever do that. Kind of a weird play. You kind of want to save it for like killing a minion or something. It's better value. Especially when you have a hero power that can just do do 1 damage. So point that out there. Again, yeah, I think this guy is kind of a bit of a noob. He wouldn't do that either. Or that. So he's played 3 cards already and all he's done is 7 damage. We'll play that. We'll play a Raptor down. And okay, he's just gonna frostbolt it. Fine. Fine by me.
Someone call.
Chooses to heal. So we could ping it. I think I'm gonna play the Inventor just because I wanna have something on the board, draw a card. I mean, we could just ping it and then pass the turn. If I would have had a 2-drop, like these 6 Swampoos before, I probably would have just pinged it and played the 6 Swampoos, but I want to get that guy out. Just maximize my mana, draw a card. Especially because next turn we can ping that, play the Shatter Sun Cleric, beef this guy up to 3 and kill that. Then have 2 minions down the field. I think that's what we're gonna do.
You must cleanse the Sunwell.
There, get rid of both his guys. Now we have a 3-2 and 2 3/2s in the field, and he's got nothing. And a bunch of cards that we have. He only has 4, so you can see in the beginning he wasted a bunch of his cards. Like, yeah, he did some damage, but we're in control right now.
I wonder.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
An Ogre Magi. 4 mana for full forward does 1 spell damage. The spell damage mechanic works if you have a minion with +1 spell damage, all your spells do an extra damage. So this would do 4 damage instead of 3. Could kill that and ping it with a Yeti.
I wonder.
Hmm. Yeah, I think we're gonna shoot this. If we can hit the org. Yes. Okay. Actually, I think we're gonna play this guy. Play this down. Even for 3-2. Just to get a 6-6 instead of a 4-5. Yeah, definitely. Polymorph? Okay, that's fine. I'd rather him use Polymorph on that than one of our better guys here. He has some pretty big creatures, so. In fact, I might. Not sure if I'm gonna flood the board at this point or if I'm gonna. Yeah, we're just gonna flood the board here. Yeah. So we might have a Flame Strike. In which case, it will remove my minions, but the Yeti will stay. But it uses up his whole turn, so he can't play anything else. So if he plays a Flame Strike, I'm actually okay with it. We're gonna try and bait it out here. Is what we're doing.
I wonder.
It looks like he's thinking. You might have one. I'm thinking he does because he wouldn't. Okay. If he pings the Yeti, then I know for sure that he has one. Okay, he's just gonna go straight for. Went straight for the face. Gonna ping a 3-1. Yeah. Okay, so he doesn't have a Flame Strike. Now we know. We're just gonna again flood the board with minions because then we can play our Storm and Champion next turn and get them all +1 and hopefully win. We should be able to win. Is there anything you can really do? So you see in his case he tried to go straight for damage without any board control. And you see he came up short, like he did a lot of damage but he came up short. If you would have a little bit of an aggressive, more aggressive like if you had more like low cost minions that did damage, you might have actually been able to win because you could have like used the minions to do damage and then use the spells after, but yeah. And I think that's GG at this point. Got 2 cards. What's he gonna do? He's thinking. I don't think he can do anything. He's just wasting time. You see the Kobold Geomancer? It isn't a great card per se, but it can work in some spell heavy decks. In fact, I have played a rogue with one and it worked out pretty good. But essentially it's not a good card. For 2-2 for 2 mana it's very situational, like you have to have a certain deck for it to really benefit. I don't know what this guy's doing, like he's wasting time. And we'll fireball into the face. And victory! I think you get more experience for playing against players than playing against AI too. Alrighty. Oh, I didn't see what that one was. Shoot. Gaining cost level 10. Oops. Okay. So we're gonna stop this video here. The next episode we're gonna unlock a pack, maybe alter our decks a bit, and think about what we're gonna play with primarily. I'll show you guys what crafting is and all that stuff, and we might start playing the ladder by then. Or doing Naxxus. We probably will do Naxxus first, but that's all in the next episode. Hope you guys like this one, and we'll see you guys in the next Let's Play for Hearthstone.